Alrighty, I've got a bit of a volcano area here. We've got Zero Suit Samus there, DDD's within Popstar over here. We can take a shortcut, and I think there was a character roughly around this area. Yeah, right there. I'm not even entirely sure who that is, but we'll double back after we get Samus. I just want to make sure we've got her in the party.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta get everyone back on this World of Light adventure.
Oh, speaking of the World of Light adventure, a certain character came out recently. Do you know who that is?
I never saw it coming. Hey.
Hello, exactly right. It is Joker from the Persona series. Should I go ahead and play as him?
I think it'd be a wonderful idea to show him off. I think everyone's excited to see him in action.
Oh god, I'm so terrible with Joker because he's a very technical sort of character, and let's just say you won't be seeing much gunplay, but I'm sure he's how good at smash attacks and throwing out a gun or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so Joker plays like Dante from Devil May Cry. It's a bit strange. Between his gun antics and his royal guard, and he even has Rainstorm and a devil trigger, he's pretty much Dante. It's great.
How long did it take you to get to grips with him, mate? Because as you can see, I'm gunning and such, but that took me a while to learn.
Yeah, his gunplay, in my opinion, is kind of weird. There is some fun stuff you can do, such as when you hold the button down, if you tilt the stick while holding it, he will dodge and avoid attacks, which you can use for some fun stuff. But in general, I find the gun not to be the best thing to go for. Honestly, just pressing down B and tanking hits to get your meter up is the best thing to do, it feels.
Lava Floor Resist. I think I've got Lava Floor Nullified, so sorry, Medius, you're not exactly useful at this point in the game, really.
Yeah, it's still nice to have, the spirit of him, because we want to get them all. It's like Pokemon.
Yeah. Alright, which way? Just straight up and across, I guess.
We're ascending the Death Mountain, perhaps it might be based off of?
Squawks, what are you doing on a lava mountain? I'm pretty sure there weren't any lava levels featuring this guy. Alright, got a bit of a... Is that Airman? Yeah, that's Airman. Cannot defeat him. It's impossible. Statistically proven to be impossible to defeat him.
Well, the good news is, in the world of Smash, stats don't matter because items ruin everything.
True, very true. Why this level of all things? Oh, I see. Is it meant to be like the mine levels in the lava place of, I think that was World 2 of Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah, and normally if you don't have Airman on, then the fog would come in and it's sort of like, you know how Squawks would... Was it Squawks the one that would carry the light so that you could see? I don't know, I haven't played too much Donkey Kong Country aside from the first one. That
was actually in the first one, yeah. In the second one, Squawks could carry you. I think he could be controlled independently. I'm not sure if that was free or not.
Yeah, so that's why it would make sense there.
Of course, it had to be a fucking timed battle. Terrible at these. It's okay, I got it.
The good news is we have all the danger zones around us in the stage, as they like to call them.
I just fucking destroyed that dog.
Sent him on the highway to the danger zone.
Hell yeah. Alright, a few more and Zero Suit will be mine. Do we know who the character in the middle of the map is? Because I think that's the only one in the light side that we actually need.
I've been looking here on the map, and I think it is, if this is the right one, I think it's Jigglypuff.
Oh, okay. Well, could be worse, I suppose.
It's easy to forget Jigglypuff, because, Jigglypuff's always been a weird inclusion, because you can tell it was always just put in because, it just changed Kirby slightly. You're good.
Yeah, it is, in hindsight. Like, Mewtwo I totally understand, but Jiggles McPuff, not sure, but, you, disrespect the Puff at your own peril, because holy shit, I've seen some rest strategies that defy belief.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I bring Smash to my school for my students to play whenever we have a party, right? And there's a student saying, Mr. B, I want to beat you, but you need to play as Jigglypuff. And I said, you're making a grave mistake. Jigglypuff is terrifying in the right hands. They're like, but it's just Jigglypuff. And I'm like, yeah, looks can be deceiving though. And then I proceed to do like some air combo stuff on these children, and it's the best. I love playing Smash with them because I get to utterly annihilate them.
Oh, that's adorable. Look at this guy with his JoJo posing in stands and whatnot.
Yeah, a little bit of a stand user. I mean, it does also have the fact that the Arsene there cannot be touched by anyone else. It is just one that hits when he hits, not when you hit it.
Ooh, nasty. Let's go ahead and try that again.
Yeah, Daruk here, this is a fun one because he has the super armor with his large ore club. You gotta make sure that you're, not in the path of it. And especially because the wind, as it's an HP battle, will do a lot of damage to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not really sure, the timing on Joker's counter, honestly.
Well, the timing of it is you have to hold down B, and then you get hit, and if you release it as soon as you're getting hit, that's when you'll actually react with the proper sort of little counter hit there. For the most part, though, it is just to gain the meter to get Arsene out.
Okay. I'm doing it. I find timing neutral Bs in the air to be a little bit tricky, because I'm already holding a button and whatnot.
No, for sure, yeah. Again, his guns are a bit strange to use. They're quite different from every other gun in the game. They're not like Fox. They're not like Zero Suit Samus. They function on their own.
There you go. Come on. Yeah.
And when he is in the Persona form here, his down B becomes a really good counter there that can do ridiculous knockback because it does go off of how much damage he receives. So if you get hit with something big, it will hurt them back a lot.
Well, at least he died as he lived with a banana in hand.
Yes, and hey, Daruk returns to being a spirit, just like how it was meant to be.
What a bro. Who's your favourite champion in Breath of the Wild, mate? Honestly, they're all pretty good.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I mean, well, probably just Urbosa because who mama? Who mama?
Whoo, mama indeed. Alright, what we got here? Killing Edge equipped. Sure, why not?
Sounds good. Give him a sword, which I would say fits with, well, he's more of a knife user in Persona.
For me, he feels like a cross between Zero Suit Samus and Robin, the Fire Emblem character.
Joker feels like, well, aside from the aforementioned, he's just Dante. Yeah, he does feel like a good mixture of, like a speedy Robin, kind of. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Robin is one of the slowest characters in the game. So, it's just oh yes. It's what if Robin was not a slow, lazy bum?
I'm gonna play this one nice and slow. Come on. I can wait as long as you can. Apparently not. I'm gonna try and do some damage here, but he is a legend. He has AI above move and shoot, essentially.
Yes, this is James McLeod, who also is known as an actual, spirit in the world of Star Fox, who sometimes appears and does things that are quite unexplained.
I'm so happy with my run of Star Fox 64 in the retro form, because I actually perfected the game on the hard route, which was nice.
Oh, nice, very nice.
Right, come on. Proc the thing. You know you can do it. Fuck.
Ooh, that hitbox was more than I thought it would be.
Yep, that's me done.
Well, let's see. 60%, will that kill? Nah, 60, you're good.
Just gotta get up a bit more. It's okay. You can do it, Tom. Got a counter. Counters don't work.
Just think of yourself as fighting a melee player. Just channel that rage at their inability to play new games.
No, not Steel Diver. I want his revenge. I'm so lackluster when it comes to playing Joker, Jesus Christ.
He is a new character with quite a different moveset. He does provide a new experience on the game, which, for people, they're not going to be good at it right away. You could probably switch to someone better after this one if you don't get it again, because, We've seen the Joker boy.
Yeah, we've seen him. He's here, performing for you. You know what? I'm being a bit too carefree, a bit too fancy-free even.
It's serious time.
Featuring Joker from the Devil May Cry Not franchise.
Yeah, you know, we have Joker, we have Robin. I wonder when Batman will appear.
Well, there's me's for that.
Did you see that someone tweeted Mark Hamill saying, "Hey, do you you usually play the Joker in video games? Do you play him in Smash Bros?" And he's like, "This is the first I've heard of this at all." And Xander Mobus, the voice actor, was like, "I don't know how to feel about this tweet."
Yeah, I saw that. And what I was referring to was someone put Robin, Joker, and a Batman me like in the character select screen.
Ah, there you go.
Right, aggressive, Tom. Aggressive now. Come on. Yeah. That got you really mad. Come on. Gotta play a little game of footsie. What was that?
Ooh, very nice. That's what you want. You want them jukes on him.
That's what I'm trying for.
So your persona meter, or the rebellion gauge as it's called, does naturally go up over time, but it can also be accelerated by taking damage, or using your rebellion guard, or I think if you can also just, if you're naturally in last place, it does go up quicker, because you want to rebel against the order of the of who's winning.
I see. Where would a mercenary fall on, like, the moral alignment chart? Because that's essentially what the Star Fox team is. They get contracted by the government. They don't necessarily work for a governmental branch.
That's tough. That's tough. I guess it depends on what types of missions they take up, because you can have good mercenaries and you can have bad mercenaries.
Volcanion. This is one of those mythicals that I never really got, per se.
I think I got it, but because it was so late after I was done with Pokemon, that's X and Y? That's X and Y. It was so late after I was done with it, I was like, I'm not going to use him. I think I transferred him forward and then still never used him.
It's cool. I like its typing. Is it fire and water? I think it is.
It is, because he's based on, like, steam and stuff, so he actually has, like, some water-type moves that cause burn. He has some cool stuff, and he is voiced by Mike Pollock in the movie. Because he's like an old grandpa Pokemon. He hates the world. He's so jaded.
I see.
Also, he talks. That's a bit strange. That's unexplained.
Can we not have, like, Pokemon that talk that aren't, like, at least part psychic type? It's feeling a bit cheap at this point.
Yeah, it's like, if they're psychic or even ghost, it's like, sure, okay, they have the ability, but now it's like, or Lucario, he has the aura, right? Okay, the aura lets him talk. But no, he just starts talking and you're like, how? Huh? Okay. And then meanwhile, the mechanical one, Magearna, which looks like a living thing, it doesn't talk despite looking like a human. It's a bit strange.
They got a bit of fire floor immunity there. Very nice. Always good to have spares and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure, because there's nothing worse than jumping onto a stage and, ow, too spicy on my feet.
Yeah, you expect it just to be, like, covered on the floor, but have some, like, battlefield things above. But, hey, there you go. Let's see. The floor is sticky, hostile assist trophies. Melee blows will heal them when they hit. Alright, let's see if we've got any hard counters for this. Oh, cool. There we go.
Perfect. And Franklin Badge is always useful.
Green Ridley looks so good in this game.
I think every single one of Ridley's colors just looks so good. They're all visually appealing. Aside from the gold one, but even that one I appreciate the reference on it.
Alright, let's see if we can get some easy hits in. Apparently not. Can you go away, please, Mr. Baby?
It's like, who would win, a 100-hour JRPG or a possible to beat in 20 minutes enemy from a Metroidvania?
Maybe I should have gone with a character who has, like, ice attacks. They're good against Metroids.
I don't think that's reflected in this game, but it honestly should be. Like, that's the one known thing. You use ice on Metroids.
Kind of hard to see where I am at times, thanks to this annoying little guy. Can you go away, please? Jesus. It's okay. I have the Wings of Rebellion, which actually has a a bit of an invincibility starter, which is nice.
Yeah, it has no actual damage, but it does do one of the biggest jumps in the game, as well as it is invincible throughout its duration. Actually, when also you're summoning and dismissing your persona, those are animations that have 100% invincibility as well.
Nice. Alright. I'm just gonna lame this one out. It's fine. Yeah!
So the good news is, well, hey, this is the most amazing Final Smash, but if you were to hold backwards, if you were to miss, you would get another chance at it.
Oh, I have another one.
Because remember, chance of a double Final Smash.
It's fine, I got it.
Yeah, Joker's is by far one of the most stylish. The only thing is, and I think we should say this now, I think right now there's a soft lock where if you complete the, or beat a level in single player with his Final Smash, the game soft locks because he has a special thing for what happens afterwards. And because you're in single player, the game's like, I don't know how to do this. You shouldn't do that, sadly.
Yeah, don't do that. That makes Papa Sakurai a little bit testy.
He completely forgot about the single player and didn't do any testing on it. He's like, wait, what? World of Light? That exists?
Yeah, you talking about the Subspace Emissary? No, Sakurai-san, we're talking about World of Light.
You mean the Melee Adventure mode, right? He's like, no, we're talking about World of Light. And he's like, World of...
Joke over, it's fine. So, mate, other updates that came in Update 3.0. How do we feel about Stage Builder? I've seen some right crackers since the thing went live.
There was so much really good stuff on day one on Stage Builder, and there was also so much really bad stuff on day one of Stage Builder.
Yeah.
Man, it was not, they have the popularity one, where it's like, what are the most downloaded stages right now? And you go there, and it's like, let's see, what do we have? We have, number one was Smash Skitball, which is a, common minigame. Okay, sure. Number two was called Climax, and it was a, rather rude drawing. It's like, you go down, it's like, then there's Sands, then there's, what was it? Oh, it was just 9/11. It's like, great. I see we're having one of these online experiences, right? It's now been cleaned up quite a bit, but it was like, you still go on there and you're like, well, I'm very happy that the Smash community is just as mature as we expected.
Yes, indeed. I should probably check the Skill Sphere board, because I only had about 9 when I was just preparing to set up and whatnot, but I should have a few, spots I can fill in now. Let's see, can I go down here? Yes, I can. Prince Peasley, from one of the best games ever made.
I have not really gotten into any of the Mario and Luigi games aside from the second one, and even then I didn't super love it.
That would be Partners in Time, and I'm a little bit sorry for you, but it's fine for what it is.
I just remember there was a weird feeling of, once you beat the game, you're like, okay, I beat the game, and you're playing, and maybe it's because I was young and I was used to other JRPGs, but I got there and it's like, you beat the game, and it's just... then that's it. There's no New Game Plus, there's no, kind of, post-game. It's just like, once you beat it, it's done. And as someone who, was used to Final Fantasy and stuff, I'm like, this is strange. Or even Paper Mario with, like, the Pit of 100 Trials or something. I'm like, there's usually stuff afterwards, and it's like, there wasn't. And I'm like, oh man, this is strange.
Yeah, I can sort of see where you're coming from there. Paper Mario was always the more RPG. I would say, like, the Mario Luigi series, they're kind of like platformers with, reaction commands more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, Marth, let's take this to the sky. You very nearly died there. Yeah. Thankfully, Zero Suit Samus has a lot of kill options. Joker, not so much.
Yeah, Zero Suit Samus continues to be a powerhouse in this game, as she was in the last one.
Let's hope I have the assist trophy needed to activate this next little thing. Brace yourself.
Feel like we do.
Yay, lip. And now the JPEG becomes a big JPEG.
All thanks to the power of Pokemon Puzzle League. Oh, actually, I think if we go up there, that'll take us right to King Dedede.
I know, but I'm not ready to go to King Dedede just yet.
We have another plan in store.
Yep, we gotta go back to get the Jiggles. Nope. Remember where you need to go, Tom. Remember who you are. Then we go down here. It's up here. There were a couple of spirits here. I just like cleaned them out to get the ball rolling and whatnot. That's almost a slur, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think actually, isn't it in the North American version? I think it has a different name.
Well, luckily, I'm a Brit, you're a Canuck, so we don't have to worry about American sensibilities here.
Yeah, no, I googled it. No, we are on point. It is literally a wow, Nintendo of America. Sometimes you gotta cross-check your stuff before you send it out.
And then there's cases where you know, journalists just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh man, I don't want to go into like any drama or whatnot, but I'm going to incite drama anyway. There was a recent thing with a journalist who will remain nameless, who thought the word retarded showed up in one of Persona's songs in Smash Ultimate, and needless to say, that was not the case. So, I don't know, maybe don't assume that people with strong accents are saying words they're not actually saying.
But, like, the fact that they took out, there was one, because they put in the Persona 3 music, and at one point in the Persona 3 song, they say, damn right. They took that line out. Why would they take that out and not take out, you know, potentially another line? Well, the answer is, that other line doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Kid, my favorite character.
Oh man, I played so much of Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color. It's a really good game. It's just a shame that I sucked at golf, and therefore could never get far in it.
I believe I did not turn on my strong wind resistance, so this is going to be a fun one.
Well, thankfully, it's not the gale winds, the ones that are unplayable. This one is like the wind zones you can put on the stage builder, which can lead to some fun situations.
Never been good at landing the dolphin kick. You know, Zero Suit Samus is one of those technical melee fighters, which is beyond me. You know, I'm an Unga Bunga caveman. You give me a Monado and I'm good to go, really.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think she's one of the few characters whose up B is a really good kill option. Like, it's one that you want to try and hit on them because that last kick will send them out of there.
God. Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of that online a fair few times, and let me tell you, it never gets any less annoying.
Yeah, there's something about the way you go up and then the last hit happens where you're like, well, I couldn't have done anything. This is the worst. Why is this character in the game? Metroid should have died years ago.
Well, luckily we still have Metroid Prime 4 coming out. I can't believe that was being made in separate places around the world. Like, could you have a more confusing development cycle?
As someone who is slightly in the know, that happens more often than you'd think, but the only thing is, it's usually companies that all, you know, in different countries that all speak the same language. You know, for example, when I worked at BioWare there, it's like, yeah, we get all the different offices to contribute different things to a game, but they all spoke English and all, you know, were at roughly the same hours. But if the rumors are true about Metroid Prime 4, it was being done in Japan, China, North America, which is just, that's near impossible to figure out.
Yeah, it's a little bit silly, to say the least. Alright, let's unlock Jiggles J. Puff, Senior, the Third, Esquire.
The strongest Pokemon ever created.
There she is. Or he. I don't know, it's not really given a gender here.
I'm very happy they actually made Jigglypuff look cute, because from Melee and Brawl and even N64, there was this uncanny, like, Deathbringer vibe to Jigglypuff. But now, I mean, aside from the glowing eyes we have here, now Jigglypuff, they made it look cuter, which makes me happy.
I'll probably switch out of Zero Suit. I thought she was leaving the arena to go back to her home planet for a second there.
Jiggly just doesn't want to be a part of this. It's like, man, I've been here for so long, I want to leave.
Wait for it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So my friends and I were bringing up an interesting point, which was if Smash Ultimate was the first Smash game, which characters would, like, not be in? Like, who are only in because of legacy? And, like, we kind of agreed, like, Jigglypuff would not be put in nowadays.
No, definitely not, no.
Only because at the time, Jigglypuff was part of the anime, you know? Jigglypuff was that one reoccurring gag that they quickly dropped, really, at the end of, I think, Kanto, pretty much. So it's like, yeah, we would not have Jigglypuff if it was nowadays.
Yeah, you may have a point there, honestly.
I think we also agreed, though, that we'd have no Fire Emblem characters because that franchise would not get any popularity if there was no Smash.
No indeed. Wasn't Roy only put into Melee because he had a game coming out at the time?
Yeah, Roy is the is the only character who was put in before his game was out in all regions. And I say all regions because America never ever got it.
I see. Okay, so I guess I have to go along this way, and then we go up here, then we go along here. Well, we're almost there, and a spirit who loves surprises.
Yes, this one is from Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy, or as it's known on your side of the world, Yoshi's Gravitation... What is it? Yoshi's Gravitational something.
Yeah.
It's like, it has this incredible, verbose name.
I honestly can't remember it off the top of my head. I want to say Gravitational Destination, but that don't make a lick of sense.
I'm Googling it, and it's going to take a bit because there's a lot of words.
Oh no.
Oh, Yoshi's Universal Gravitation.
There you go. Just stick a bunch of words together. Who really gives a shit, honestly, about cohesiveness and whatnot?
It's like you know, in North America, Mom, I'd like Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy. Oh, that sounds adorable, dear. It's like over on your side, it's like, Mother, I would like Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. Yes, child unit, I shall obtain it for you.
Hey mother, can you nip down the shops and get me Yoshi's Universal Gravitation, eh? What? Sure can, child unit.
Sure, you get that side of it. I'll take the deeper side of it.
That's fine, mate. I mean, you have to play act having a deep voice one of these days. I've never been good at using rest, honestly.
Yeah, rest it's one of those high skill ceiling moves that is honestly not worth it if you're not a jigs master.
Oh man, you ever been subject to the wall? Do you know what the wall means in regards to Jigglypuff?
So I was destroyed by the wall when I was at one of my schools. I was subbing there. It was a high school, and there was a student who we had a Smash tournament, like an actual organized Smash tournament that was done for charity there, and one student said, okay, I brought my 3DS, can you plug it into the Wii U? You know, that's what I play with. And we're all like, this guy's playing with a 3DS? Like, that's his controller? And then he decides, he proceeds to wall me with Jigglypuff in the most horrifying manner. I think he called himself Hungrybox Jr. too as his tag. And I'm like, that's pretty pretentious, calling yourself Hungrybox Jr. And he's like, no, just wait. And he lived up to it.
Wow. I mean, fair enough. If you can live up to naming yourself after a famous like player, that's fine. Just make sure you absolutely can do so first.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm like, but this might get embarrassing because he asked to be registered in the tournament ad, and he's like, no, just wait. He didn't win, but he got really far. The guy who actually ended up eliminating me ended up being like the third best in our province, though. And rip Jigglypuff.
I'm sorry. I felt the need for speed too keenly in my soul.
I like watching those lists of like the worst moves on the best characters in Smash, and like number one was Jigglypuff's rollout. They're like, there is literally never a situation where rollout is worth it.
Yeah, I should really take that to heart then. Wow, I'm kind of kicking ass against Ridley here.
I mean, you are a fairy type, and they destroy dragons.
Yeah, I mean, if he's part poison, then I have to worry, but...
I do like how they gave Jigglypuff a fairy wing set costume to make, you know, because of the fairy type.
Oh. Alright, let's go to Popland or whatever.